Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Parenting Parrots. I'm here with Ringo, our male Indian ringneck, our gray male Indian ringneck. And I wanted to introduce you guys to Ringo because Ringo is our plucker, as you can see. It's actually really good right now. His chest is actually growing in. The beginning of this year, which is 2018, we were able to see a little bit of his chest showing, which is not good. He had plucked it so bad. So Ringo's story is that he was a rehome. We took him from a family who had him in a cage with cockatiels, and he moved into our home, and we put him in a cage that was 32 by 23. So pretty big cage. My Gala cockatoo was in it, and it was good. However, I had to take out Ringo every single day, multiple times, bring him in the washroom and try and work with him because he didn't want to be near hands. He didn't want to be near people, period. He just wanted to be by himself. And we don't do that, do we? Because it's not a good life. Anyhow, I ended up... Sorry, that's the female. Anyhow, I ended up working... 18 hours a day for about 7 months, and this is what the result was because nobody else was catering to him like I did. And so I'm so sorry. I did bring him to the vet because when you have a plucker, the first thing you should do is bring them to the vet to see if there's any something medically going wrong, internally or something physically. However, that's not the case with Ringo. He's perfectly healthy, came back perfectly healthy. He's doing great in that sense. So the next thing I had to look at was his environment. He had lots of toys, maybe to the point where it was overwhelming. And of course, I know that he started plucking when I started working, so I figure it was more neglect than anything else. But when I stopped working, he didn't want to be handled anymore. Ringo is a work in progress still. I'm trying to get him back to where we used to be. As you can see, he doesn't really like the camera, so I don't show him often. He does come out of the cage, but the thing with Ringo is he's kind of like a little bully, which you would think, what? But yeah, he's a little bully. He'll fly to the other cages, and he waits till the other birds get mad, and then he'll fly off when they come close to like bite him or something. And that's his game, but it's also a dangerous game because what if one of the birds catches him, right? So I have to really monitor him when he's out of his cage a lot. Ringo, hi. Hi, boo-boo. Hi, boo-boo. He does talk. Hi, boo-boo. Peekaboo. But yeah, so that's one thing I did. I looked at the cage. So I downsized his cage drastically. He went from a 32 by 23 to... I think it was a 22 by 24, and that still wasn't making a difference. And so now I put him in, what is this? This is 22 by, is this 22 by 22? No, this is a 24 by 24, sorry, but it's 24 also in height. So before it was a 22 by 24, 22 by 24, no. I'm so confused, guys. Sorry. It was a 24 by 24, so the same as this, but it was longer, like a taller cage. And now this is another 24 here. So basically he's in a box, a square box. And I find that since he's been here, as you can see, his chest feathers, if you guys can see there, has been come back in. It's been starting to come back in. And I've removed a lot of his toys. He only has 3 toys in here. 3 toys, but he also gets a lot of out of cage time to fly around because he's an excellent flyer. And I do foraging with him too, so that's something to look at. I've also implemented the red palm oil into his diet. He gets it once a day, a little drop on top of his fresh foods. Yes, hi boo boo. Hi baby. Hi honey. How are you? How are you? Show them your chest? Yeah. Tell them it's coming back. So I'm hoping to get him back to being fully feathered and also communicating with us more. He will do target training and everything like that in the cage. It's just once he's out, he just flies away all the time. So he's definitely a work in progress. But I've gotten here once where he was stepping up and everything like he should be and enjoying human interaction. Definitely not a petter. Probably will never be. But, you know, you never know what time, patience, and energy. So I look at his time out of the cage. I looked at his foods, pellets. Obviously, he's always been on Harrison, so that's fine. He always gets fresh water, his fresh fruits, pasta, you know, his whole grains, everything like that. I check all of those things. The type of toys he has. Is he being stimulated, foraging? All of those things have to be looked at when you're dealing with a plucker because you have to see if that will change anything. In Ringo's case, the only thing that has really changed, oh look, his grill needs scrubbing. Anyways, the only thing that's really changed in his situation is his cage size, and that I've added palm oil to his diet, but I haven't been consistent with the palm oil as yet. So right now I think cage size has truly made a difference for him. And yeah, I know they say the bigger the better, but in Ringo's cage, I do believe that this 24 by 24 by 24 has made a tremendous difference. He's only been in for maybe about a month now, I think I've had this cage. And I've seen a difference in his, I've seen a difference in a lot of things with him. His personality, I've seen a difference in his chest. And that's what the main thing that we were looking at was that his, what do you call it? His feathers. He's trying to get to the paper at the bottom. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of Ringo, please let me know, and I'll try to get him more on camera as I can. I'm going to go ahead and give him his breakfast now because he doesn't have it, and that's what he's looking for. He wants to rip up the paper. And what I do for him, his foraging, first thing in the morning is always his pellet bowl with his fresh fruits and veggies, and it's always covered with a paper, and then he has to rip through the paper and get it. So as you can see, he's looking at the bottom paper, which is brand new, fresh, good, and he's trying to get to it. I still have to change his grid. All right, thanks guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Ringo, can you say bye? Can you say bye? I hope this gives you guys a few ideas of what to do if you have a plucker. Hopefully that helps.